Hello and welcome to Random Packet Loss. My name is Kevin Maxey, and today we have the final game, the final round of the Gaming vs Cancer Random ID Tournament. So on the left we have Colin on Tennin and myself on the right on Kim. So I think it's quite clear who's got the nicer deal in this game. Tennin's just not that good, unfortunately. Get a accepted gift there showing, some ice and an agenda there. So yeah, I was feeling pretty confident in this matchup. Like my deck is basically just standard sort of Temujin Wiz just in Kim, which is just generally pretty strong, really. Especially when not everyone's running assets. So, I was talking to Colin after this game, and the trouble with Tennin at the moment, because there was a period of time where you did have a few sort of like Tennin Trick of Light Fast Advanced decks, but the trouble is that runners have gotten too good at running. As you can see here, I kind of install Obelisk, Dirty Laundry into R&D, getting a card draw, and some money, and an agenda. So, like, because, this deck is based on quite heavily on Temujin, which means that I'm incredibly incentivized to make successful runs every turn, which means that it's going to be very difficult for Colin to get his ability to fire. So it looks kind of like he's on some sort of rush plan, given that he's got medical breakthroughs in his deck. Oh, here's a medium, so I'm just going to go crazy on R&D. There's an architect. Interesting splash. I get my Obelisk draw. Yeah, just go again. Yeah, just agendas flying out everywhere. Yeah, and just run again. There's like if he's gonna leave R&D open, then I might as well just go and get as much value out of that as I can. This is the thing, like even if that's an agenda that Colin can score this turn, like a 3-2, like I don't care if he spends 3 clicks scoring that, then that's another entire turn I get to run R&D with medium, which I'm happy with that exchange. So there is something you can do if you think the court might be going for a score and you don't feel like checking the remote. If R&D is open and you can apply a lot of R&D pressure, you might as well, because that is effectively stopping the score in itself. So I have a feeling that one of those is Architects. So I sort of the top R&D, and I don't really want to face check an Architect. It's not the worst at this stage because there isn't anything from archives that can be installed, but it's still not something I want to be running through repeatedly. And there's very little point in me running that until I find a Mimic. Okay, so I'm going to Temujin Archives here, and gain a bunch of money. And this is the thing, like, in the olden days, I might have just, had to waste a click on Archives just to try and turn off the ability, or just let him have the ability. Here, I'm just getting value. Oh, let's go on here. Yeah, looks like that might be a medical breakthrough in there. He's advanced it once. Looks like he was about to score it, but didn't. Okay, so he's advanced it once, drawn a card, and installed a card. I think that might be the launch pack campaign. So I'm going to get a Peddler here. Such a good card. Okay, let's just run it to what it is. Quicksand. And, yeah, so just install Paperclip off the Peddler. Not ideal, but there was only a couple of short gambles on there, so whatever. Yeah, there's the Nisei. Just not a lot Colin can really do here to keep me out, unfortunately. Just he's been a bit unlucky with just the agendas flying everywhere. Yeah, so there's the launch campaign. I might go and trash that next turn, but yeah, it's just Colin's money isn't super important at the moment. He just needs to find some way to create a safe scoring window. Yeah, I don't really know what you do with Tennin at the moment. Like, the temptation is just to ignore its ID ability and just try and do Jinteki Glacier, but it's just not very good. So Colin's just purging, clearing that medium, which is a good call because it means that as it stands now, I could just run R&D, and even if it costs me like all my money, I'm seeing 4 cards, and that's, you know, worth it. So yeah, just go Dirty Laundry Archives for many money. So I'm in no rush here. I'm quite happy just to draw cards, gain money, slowly install my Ludicrous Breaker Suite until Colin pressures me to install something. I maybe should just kill that launch campaign, but again, like, I don't think Colin's money is hugely relevant right now. Okay, so icing up archives, that'll prevent me from getting a maybe stop me from getting those last 4 to Mujin, and maybe mean that Colin can finally start getting some 10 encounters. So just drawing up. I think I'm just drawing for Mimic at this point, because again, I don't want to face check Architect. That's just a spiteful strike there. I'm not really sure why I did that. I probably would have been better just going trashing the launch campaign, but I guess it just means that, again, there's only 2 left on launch campaign, so that's not a big deal. And, you know, by installing Strike, or playing Strike, it just means that Colin's just not going to get any value out of Tennin's ability. So this could be him aiming to go for a score here. Okay, so there's an upgrade there as well. So I feel like I probably want to check that. Yeah, there's a Strike, Parasite, Medium, Dirty Laundry. So not amazing, to be honest. Money's not really something I need right now. What I really want is Mimic. So I'm just going to check it. Second click. Lotus Field. So, yep, so, yeah, here we go. Third click, install the Net Ready Eyes. That means I can get in. I mean, that was a fair play by Colin there. Like, if I didn't... Like, there's only 1 card in my deck that can deal with Lotus Field. I just happen to have it in hand, so... Yeah, it's going to probably come down to a side game. Oh, just discussing... Yeah, I think maybe I didn't pay enough for... Or maybe I just didn't pay for... Quicksand there. So do the obligatory roll the dice, pretend I'm randomising it. See, I find I'm good at side games as Corp, but I'm really bad at them as runner, because I keep trying to... Like, my temptation as Corp is just to always bid 2, but then what ends up happening is I end up putting myself in the Corp shoes and trying to bid 2 as runner, but not everyone always kind of plays the same way as me, so I just, like, waste money a lot. I find as runner often just the best thing to do is just randomise it. Oh, it's not even agenda Colin can score, so he's going to advance it now. So yeah, I can just kind of keep running there until I win a side game. It's going to happen eventually. And that quicksand's going to be ticking up, which is annoying, but... Okay, what's the bid here? Can't remember. Yeah, there it is. And that's the game. Oh, improved protein source. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's very unfortunate. If I didn't have the employee strikeout, then... Like, that could have been good for Colin, because... I didn't actually make a successful run the previous turn, so he could have, you know, advanced it with Tennin and then scored it out. But no, unfortunately, that game just did not go his way at all. But yeah, fair play. It was a nice split. I think we're both quite happy with that. And yeah, so yeah, that was an absolutely lovely tournament. Thank you to the organisers for doing this. Fantastic tournament and a great cause. So. Until next time, I've been Kieran Maxey, this has been Random Packet Loss, and thank you very much for watching.